You make six figures. You said that out loud once and it felt like something shifted. Like the years of ramen and roommates and refreshing your bank app with one eye closed had finally paid off. Like you'd crossed the invisible line where money stress was supposed to stop being your entire personality. And then you checked your account on a random Wednesday, 8 days before payday. $42, not because you bought something stupid, not because you gambled or made some catastrophic decision, because the month just happened, the way months do, and somehow a $100,000 salary ran out before the calendar did. I know that silence. The specific suffocating shame of it, the I make this much and I still can't get it together spiral that starts at 2 in the morning and doesn't stop until the alarm goes off. You are not alone. In 2026, nearly 40% of households earning $100,000 or more are living paycheck to paycheck. Not reckless people, not people who skipped the hard work or made obviously bad choices. People with the degree, the title, the direct deposit that was supposed to change everything. Still broke, still watching the balance, still doing the math in the checkout line. My name is Mia. I spent years inside financial services watching institutions engineer this exact outcome, deliberately, systematically, for people at every income level, including yours, especially yours, because your income bracket isn't a safe zone, it's a premium extraction target. Today I am showing you the machinery, the math, and the exit that doesn't require you to become a monk or win the lottery. This is the math they don't show you at the offer letter. Let's run the real numbers. Not the fantasy ones you calculated when the offer came in. The real ones. $100,000 a year sounds transformative until federal and state taxes remove roughly 28 to 32% of it. Depending on where you live, you are taking home somewhere between $5,500 and $5,900 a month. Still sounds workable. Stay with me. Rent, because the cities where six-figure jobs actually exist are not affordable cities, runs you at minimum $2,200 a month for a one-bedroom that doesn't embarrass you at your income level, down to $3,600. Car payment, the average in 2026 sits at $530 monthly, because functional public transit in most American cities is still largely a myth, down to $3,070. Student loans, the average six-figure earner is still carrying them, because the degree that unlocked the salary came with a price tag attached. Average monthly payment, $450, down to $2,600. Groceries, utilities, phone bill, health insurance gap, gas, conservatively $800. And that's a tight $800. Down to $1,800. $1,800 of actual breathing room on a $100,000 salary. Write that number down, because that is the number the entire consumer economy has been sharpening its tools around. That specific margin, that specific exhale, this is what leads to the controlled detonation. The moment you hit six figures, something shifts in the advertising ecosystem around you. The algorithm knows before you've told anyone. The credit card offers change. The apartment listings in your feed change. The car lease emails find you, and underneath every single one of them is the same message, dressed in different packaging. You've earned this. New apartment, because the old one doesn't match the salary anymore, and frankly, you deserve better. Lease upgrade, because you are a professional now, and the $2,000 car from your 20s is sending the wrong signal. The wardrobe that says you belong in the room. The restaurants, because networking. The weekend trip to prove to yourself, and honestly to everyone watching your stories, that the grind was worth something. Every single one of these purchases was engineered for this precise psychological moment. The exhale after years of scarcity. The permission slip you finally feel entitled to issue yourself. This is what I call the fantasy self-sale. The industry doesn't sell products. It sells you a version of yourself. The one who has arrived, who looks the part, who lives in a way that confirms the salary is real and the sacrifice meant something. The fantasy self is expensive to maintain. Specifically, it costs approximately $1,800 a month, which is, not confidentially, exactly the margin you have left. Down to the dollar, like it was measured, because it was. So the margin disappears. A little more goes on the card. The card charges 22% annual interest. The math starts running backwards. The minimum payment goes out. The balance barely moves. And now it's Wednesday, 8 days before payday, and you have $42 and a $100,000 salary and a feeling you can't explain to anyone who doesn't already know. Nothing went wrong. Everything went exactly according to their plan. Now, consider the number nobody says out loud. Here is the piece that disappears from every finance channel with a sponsorship deal. The overdraft and revolving credit interest economy in America collected over $200 billion in 2025. A significant portion came from people earning above the median, people with good jobs, reasonable habits, and just enough margin to keep the cycle turning. Because here is the thing about the trap. It's not designed for people with nothing. People with nothing don't have enough margin to extract consistently. The trap is designed for people who have just enough to keep spending, just enough anxiety to keep borrowing, and just enough shame to never talk about it publicly. You were a premium target. The salary didn't protect you from the system. The salary made you more valuable to it. So what does real wealth actually look like at this income? You know what separates the 40% living paycheck to paycheck at six figures from the 60% who aren't. Not willpower. Not some financial personality trait distributed unevenly at birth. One decision made before the lifestyle machine activated, before the raise landed, before the permission slip got issued and the algorithm recalibrated. Real wealth at $100,000 looks aggressively boring from the outside. It looks like a 4-month emergency fund sitting in a high-yield savings account earning 4.5% while you sleep. It looks like a retirement contribution that processed before the paycheck appeared in full because automating it before you see it is the only reliable way to keep the lifestyle machine from spending it first. It looks like a rent-to-income ratio that doesn't require a perfect month to stay solvent. It doesn't photograph well. Nobody applauds at dinner. The car is fine, not impressive. The apartment is comfortable, not aspirational, but it means a blown transmission is a Tuesday inconvenience, not a $300 overdraft spiral that ruins the next 6 weeks. It means a layoff is a difficult pause, not an immediate catastrophe. It means you make decisions from choice instead of panic, and that difference between choosing and panicking is the actual definition of financial freedom, not the number. The options the number gives you, that is what they will never sell you, because there is no product in peace of mind. There is no recurring revenue in a person who is genuinely structurally okay. You aren't failing at 6 figures, you are succeeding at a game that was deliberately engineered to extract maximum spending from the exact emotional state a first big salary creates. You aren't broken. You've just been reading a map drawn by the people who profit from you staying lost. Hit subscribe. Every single week, I pull back another layer of this machinery. No sponsors, no soft pedaling, no fine print, consult your financial advisor. Disclaimers designed to protect the industry instead of you. And I'll leave you with this. $100,000 was supposed to be the finish line. It was never the finish line. It was just a bigger trap. Better dressed. More convincing branding. A velvet rope in front of the same cage. Start treating it like the starting line. And watch how fast the game changes when you finally know the rules.